hey sisters, Donna Parteau here, welcoming you to day 21 of our Hope Again series. Together we're studying my book, Becoming a Vessel of God's Power. And I've been challenging you to give God 30 days and to see what He will do in your life. Today we turn our attention to the Sabbath. And I think I'm like a lot of Christians in North America, and that I've swung to extremes on Sabbath. And I think the answer to the real power that God would have us unlock through a day of rest is missed by most of us. In the early days of my Christian walk, I was what is called a Sabbatarian. A Sabbatarian is someone who doesn't believe that you can do anything at all on the Sabbath. We didn't believe that it was okay to shop. We didn't believe it was okay to go to a restaurant. I was in college at the time. Not okay to do any studying. Couldn't even open your books, even if you had an exam on Monday. And I can remember just being in torment, because you'd be out of milk or whatever. And we were just it really became a bondage and not a blessing. And then, maybe it's just me, but I have to swing to the other extreme, and I threw the whole idea of Sabbath rest out the window, and Sunday became just like any other day. In fact, it became worse because I was a home-based businesswoman, and husband is home on the weekends taking care of the kids, so that's my big opportunity to work 18 hours. Well, that's out of balance. If you know anything about me, you know that my favorite passage this is from the Amplified. It says, "Be well balanced, because your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." And it's always the person who is out of balance. And I think the answer to experiencing the soul rest that God intends on this Sabbath is in the middle. It's not a law. It's not because you have to. It's because you understand that when God says, listen, make every effort to enter into my rest, He's saying that for our benefit. He's not saying that to put an additional burden on us or to give us some legalistic pressure to be burdened down by. No, He's saying that because He understands the way we're made, and that when we take one day a week to reflect on our lives, to pull back from our routine, it makes the other 6 days more it makes them more fruitful. Just as the land needs to rest, we need to rest as well. We need to rest as mothers. We need to rest as workers. We need rest on every level. So I encourage you to find something that really is rest for your mind, will, emotions, and body. If you can cook ahead on Saturdays, I think that's wonderful. If you can make it a tradition to go for a family walk, a leisurely walk on Sundays, I think it is the old idea of a Sunday drive, to just get out of the routine and get a fresh perspective. I think there's something beautiful about gathering with other believers. Maybe you prepare everything, the night before, throw some stuff in the crock pot, and just have some people back to the house as a time of fellowship. And of course, I share the idea in the book of having a family communion, putting on quiet worship in the house. You should do it every day, but certainly on Sunday, have that quiet worship music, gather as a family, and just share together in a deep way. Not about homework and not about, his job or what you're doing, but to share about the deep things of what's happening in your spirit, in your soul. And I know from personal experience that the Sabbath can become the most special day of the week for you, but you are going to have to make every effort to make that happen. It won't happen by accident, not in our crazy busy world, but it will be worth it when you make every effort to enter into His rest. Well, that's it for today for your Hope Again series, and I'll talk with you tomorrow.